What's up, everybody? Brickhouse here with another video, and it's been 12 years since Disney made an investment in Lucasfilm. Well, wasn't so much as an investment. George Lucas said, "Hey, pay me that big check so I can go right off into the sunset." Well, in that last 12 years, there's been a lot of highs and a lot of lows for Lucasfilm and Disney. But the last few years has been a lot more lows than highs. And in fact, for those of us that are tired of being bombarded with the message and woke propaganda, there's been a saying bandied about, and this just doesn't apply to Disney, it applies to other corporations too, and that's go woke, go broke. Now, Jack Dunn over at Fandom Pulse and John Trent over at That Park Place, they both reported on this in the last couple of days. And that's because when you look at just the box office earnings, the box office revenue, not taking anything else into account on that $4 billion investment. That's right. That's billion with a B. There's a $2.8 billion gap between the box office earnings and what Disney paid for Lucasfilm. Now, granted, there's other properties within Lucasfilm. You know, there's Indiana Jones. But the diamond, the big dog was Star Wars, getting those Star Wars properties. So here we have from Fandom Pulse. The acquisition of Lucasfilm in 2012 set the stage for Disney's ambitious foray into the Star Wars universe. Got a new trilogy of films, spin-off projects. The anticipation was high as Disney embarked on its cinematic journey in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, what we got was kind of basically a retelling of the original trilogy, just with new characters taking over for old characters. At least that's my opinion. Don't know about you guys. You guys may disagree with that opinion, and if you do, that's fine. Comment down below. The Force Awakens, which was the first film of that new trilogy, which had a lot of New Hope vibes in it, ignited the box office with a staggering $2.1 billion in global ticket sales. That triumphant start seemed to justify Disney's hefty investment, prompting the production of spin-off movies and sequels to capitalize on the renewed enthusiasm for Star Wars. We had Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, but those movies failed to replicate the box office success of their predecessors, signaling a concerning trend for Disney's bottom line. Issues such as the tired Hollywood girl boss tropes, race swapping, and degenerate LGBTQ ideology stood in stark contrast to the gritty, quirky charm of the original films, alienated some fans, and contributed to diminishing returns at the box office. Now, despite efforts to reignite interest in the franchise, including the launch of the streaming series The Mandalorian, that was the headlining show for Disney Plus when it was launched, Disney found itself grappling with the daunting tasks of bridging the ever-widening gap between revenue and expenditure. Now, they did get a little bit of relief there. They did Star Wars over in the UK, which the UK has got some pretty good tax credits when you film your movies over there. So they were able to get some credits to offset some production costs, effectively reducing the financial burden associated with filmmaking. Now, the success of The Mandalorian served as a beacon of hope for Disney Star Wars endeavors. Well, at least the first season. Second season was a little the third season was blah. The series with its captivating storyline and beloved characters captured the hearts and audiences worldwide and helped drive subscription to the Disney Plus streaming platform during a time of global lockdowns. However, despite these efforts to shore up revenue streams, Disney Star Wars ventures have yet to fully justify the monumental investment made in acquiring Lucasfilm. Recent revelation of the $2.8 billion shortfall in the box office profits compared to the acquisition cost serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of going full woke. Now, where it gets good here, and this is pointed out in that Park Place article, that Caroline Reed at Forbes has not only crunched some numbers, but she's also provided production budget information for these films. The aforementioned The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. Also throw in there Rogue One and Solo. So, Disney spent $567.3 million on The Force Awakens. Got a significant tax return, which reduced the net cost of the film to $475.1 million. Net cost for Last Jedi, $319.5. Net cost for Rise of Skywalker, $448.1 million. Rogue One, $247.8. Solo, $287.2 million. Here's where we get to the crux of the numbers, folks. Force Awakens had $559.6 million in profit. Last Jedi, $346.8. Rogue One, $281.5. Rise of Skywalker, $89 million. Solo lost $90.7 million. So see where the trajectory is here? Down, 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 way down, way, way down. That means all combined films only generated $1.186 billion in profit. This is a $2.8 billion shortfall of the purchase price of Lucasfilm. Now, this doesn't include marketing costs, which is usually $100 to $150 million per project, per movie, as well as the cost of the Star Wars streaming shows and theme park attractions. Again, I said it earlier, it doesn't include all the other stuff. This is just box office. So if you include all the other stuff, just imagine if you dig into the numbers, what you would find. She also notes that her calculations do not include the costs and revenue Disney incurs and earns on Star Wars merchandise, DVDs, and Blu-rays. Now, when you dig down a little further, this is a slide that they showed. This slide was made part of Disney's plan for shareholder value creation in March of 2024. Look at Star Wars. The report makes a strong argument that the Walt Disney Company has not made a return on investment with the purchase of Lucasfilm. Yet, Disney says that the return on investment is 2.9 times the purchase they made for Lucasfilm. Now, Valiant Renegade, who, if you haven't seen him, go watch his content. He does a great job of breaking down the numbers, more so than I ever could imagine to be able to break down numbers. But he says here, Disney has selectively edited their accounting. They've selectively edited their CapEx or capital expenditures. They've selectively edited the revenues from the Lucasfilm purchase and the subsequent Star Wars products to come up with this number. The fine print of the document says it only reflects the ratio between revenue and investment on titles released following Disney's acquisition of the IP. Revenue reflects aggregate 10-year revenue streams, both generated and expected directly associated theatrical releases, including theatrical home entertainment, TV, pay and free, and consumer products. Valiant specifically took issue with Disney's claim that their 2.9 time return on investment is based on expected revenue. He states there's a great deal of assumption here on the part of Disney. Now, I have a question. Maybe some of you can answer, but you think the shareholders would have liked to seen this report that was put out by Forbes instead of the little slide that Disney put out, especially before they voted for board seats. Just saying. So, I don't know about you guys, but something ain't adding up here between what Forbes has uncovered and what Disney is saying. What's real? What's not real? Where's the lie? Where's the truth? So I'll leave it up to you guys. I'll leave it up to the internet sleuths out there who could do a lot better job than me when it comes to the numbers and look at the accounting. What do you guys make of this report from Forbes? Comment down below. While you're at it, please take the time to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one.